Sorting cattle makes more uniform finish groups, but the effort pays off with better grading beef too. That's why sorting is part of the routine at McPherson County Feeders in central Kansas.
Typically in the feed yards, pens of cattle were brought in at one time and sold at one time. And invariably there'll be great variation within that pen of cattle in terms of the way cattle finish and the size and quality that develops naturally that way. We've tried to emphasize sorting the cattle to reach an optimum endpoint in terms of cutability that has the maximum quality possible with that particular animal.
A study of cattle fed in certified Angus beef partner yards found pens sorted 3 or more times had a more than 10-point increase in brand qualifiers compared to pens marked all at once. That jump from 23% CAB to almost 34% adds up.
So much of that is driven by genetics, but we can certainly influence that through our management here, especially by the time of harvest and trying to sort pens of cattle. Then sometimes we can break cattle pens into a group of 2 or 3 times. We may combine that with other groups to get a potload of cattle that can be shipped at one time, but certainly we can do some sorting that way. The main thing we need to sort is to avoid out cattle, and that would be primarily overweight or over fat cattle. And if we can sort and minimize those, then that gives the cattle the best chance to participate in that grid premium as possible.
At McPherson County, sorting and that overall quality focus are just tenets of a solid customer service program.
Well, you know, in any particular pen of cattle, most of the economists will tell you there's a range of at least $200 per head in terms of their value. So certainly the more that you can do to capture the top end of that can be very rewarding for the time and effort it takes to make those decisions. So, you know, many of the pens of cattle, just on the average that we go onto a grid with, we hope to bring somewhere in the $15 to $30 per head range return on the pen average, and certainly then those individuals in there can be up to the $150 or $200 a head difference in value. So there's some great incentive there to work on a sorting program.